Hey kids, it's me, Toni Homeperm, the singing diva of Long Island. If you enjoy videos where you get to see me create a fabulous drag look, then guess what? You've tuned into the right channel. Now today, I'm doing something a little bit different because I already did the video for this look, and that's all said and done. But what I thought I would do, since I created this look today using the Kaleidos Black Jasmine palette, I would do a little review of the best blacks out of my eyeshadow collection. So I'm going to be showing you some palettes that I have, but we're really only interested in the blacks. And I've been both looking forward to this and kind of dreading it, because while I love black eyeshadow, it can be a little messy. It really can. So I may be stopping quite a bit to clean up along the way, and I have some baby wipes ready to go. So with that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so here is the Kaleidos palette. This is the palette that I used to create today's look, which I really, really love. And the black in this, which is called, what's the color of this black? It is Accentuate. That's this black. Alright, here we go. You're gonna like, oh my lord, look at that black. Look at that black. I mean, it's literally, it's like a black hole. It's just so black and pigmented. Look at that. That is black. That is really black. That's just one swipe, and it's just so dark, so deep. It really is beautiful. It really is a beautiful black. Now, I was curious to see, because Kaleidos has another palette. This is the Futurism 2 Sci-Fi Green, and this has a black in it, which is, it's known for being one of the best blacks. And here it is. I believe it's called Carbon, and that's the black from the Sci-Fi Green. And I'm just curious to see how Carbon compares to Accentuate. So there's Carbon there. I'm not giving you the finger. It looks pretty black too. So let's see if there's much of a difference. And I think Accentuate may be just a little bit blacker. I'm not sure. Could also be because Accentuate is brand new, and you know, I've had the Sci-Fi Green for quite a while. I'm just going to go over it a little bit again. Not really too much of a difference. I mean, they're both really, really good black. So I don't know. I don't know if one is really better than the other, or if it's just that, you know, I've had the Sci-Fi Green palette for a while now, and, you know, pigments, they can lose their intensity over time, although I could certainly do a look with Carbon from the Sci-Fi Green palette, and it would be richly pigmented with that black. So, interesting. Oh, and it's not called Carbon, it's called Dark Side. My bad. So that's Accentuate, and that's Dark Side there. Okay, now this is another one of my favorite blacks from the Makeup Pharmacy, from their Beauty Rituals palette. It's this black, which is called, I believe that's called Witch. That's the black there. I'm gonna swatch it on the film. Wow. Yeah, it's super intensely black. I'm just gonna swatch it here, and wow, that is so black. That is so black. I mean, that has been one of my favorite blacks ever since I got the palette, and I thought Accentuate might have been blacker than it, but I'm not sure. Which might actually still be blacker than Accentuate, but I mean, we're talking degrees. We're talking degrees. It's just so beautifully pigmented. By the way, that is one of my all-time favorite palettes in my collection, the Beauty Rituals palette, and yeah, all the mattes are that good. And Wow, wow, that's really something. Okay, moving right along, from Menagerie, from their Pastel Pup palette, they, the plastic sleeve just fell out. There's this black called Whisker, and it's another really good black. There it is there. And I'm going to swatch it right here. Whoop. Swatch went a long way. Yeah, not quite as pigmented as Makeup Pharmacy's black, but really, really pigmented. The only thing about the black from this palette is it tends to have a little bit of fallout, which, you know, it's not the greatest thing with a black eyeshadow, so you have to be really careful with that, or if you're going to use a lot of it, do your eyes first and do your base makeup afterwards. But a really, really beautiful black. From Zodiac Cosmetics, from the Sagittarius palette, one of my favorite sort of pink burgundy neutral palettes. Their black, which is called Beauty, right here. Let me swatch that. Again, look at that. Look at how beautifully black that is. Can we see that? Beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful black. I mean, honestly, any of these that I've just showed you, I mean, the degree of difference between them is like, it's basically microscopic. They're all so beautifully, beautifully dark and pigmented for blacks. I mean, they're just beautiful. From my BH Cosmetics Drop Dead Gorgeous Full On Crazy palette, they have a black in here called... Ooh, well, the silver just self-destructed. What do you know? But, well, we just lost the silver. Oh well. Life shall go on. This black magic. It's a really, really beautiful black. Let me put it here for you to see. Okay, so now that one, it's a good black, but not quite as pigmented as those. So, you know, but it's still a good black. Gonna have to mourn that silver that fell out all over the place. You know, it's funny, most of it landed in my little garbage pail, so thank heaven for small favors. Okay, now this one was a shocker for me. It was this little Wet n Wild quad that I found at Walmart. It's got, I think, some shimmers or glitters, or 2 shimmers, 1 glitter, and 1 black matte. And the black matte in here, I mean, I was shook. I was shook. Look at that. Look at how black that is. Okay. Now, definitely not as black as those on top, but I mean, for like a black eyeshadow that you got from Walmart, you know, there I just built it up a little bit, and you can see it's really something. I mean, that's really unbelievable. And a lot of times I'm doing a look, I need a little bit of black, and I just grab that. The rest of the palette, the rest of those shadows, the shimmers, the glitter, ugh, forget it. I really should just depot that one black and throw the rest out. But it's easy enough. It's so small to just keep it as it is. But I mean, that's amazing for like a Wet n Wild shadow. And I think this little quad was like $2.99, ridiculously cheap. Okay, from Pink Roses UK, my Trick or Treat palette, they have a black in here called Good Night. And I'm going to swatch that for you, and look at that. Look at how beautifully black that is. I mean, how can you have a Halloween palette without a black? So really, really beautiful. Not as quite as pigmented as those on top, but I mean, really, really nice. really nicely pigmented, and it's definitely would be great in any look that you were doing to deepen it up. My fingers are getting so filthy from all these blacks. I knew that was going to happen. I have to be careful too. I don't want the black on my arm getting all over the place. Okay, from Beauty Bay, out of their Book of Magic palette, which I love this palette. Beautiful blue, purple color story. The black, which is called Hex. Look at that. Beautiful. And we're going to put Hex right there. And there it is. A beautiful, beautiful black. I mean, honestly, these are all really, really nice. It's not like any one of them would not perform in an eye look. So, the variance between them all is very, very small. But there it is. Beauty Bay, Hex from the Book of Magic palette, and a beautiful, beautiful black, that one on the bottom. Okay, from Odin's Eye, in collaboration with Annette's Makeup Corner, one of my favorite palettes. They have a beautiful black in it. This is it, and it's called Annihilation. And I'm going to swatch it on my finger for you. There it is. And there it is swatched out. It's a little bit lighter than those other blacks, but you can certainly build this up, and it's a beautiful black. It's very pigmented, very blendable. This palette on the whole, one of my all-time favorite palettes. And there is Annihilation down there. And I think I'm running out of room, so we're going to have to clean the arm. It's going to be a little bit of a mess, I think, but what can you do? That's what happens with black eyeshadow. Okay, I cleaned the arm off as best as possible. I don't have too many more that I want to show you. I do want to show you this one. It's from Too Faced. It's the little palette they did with Madonna, and it's really, I mean, honestly, it's so boring. I only got it because it was Madonna. But it's such a boring palette. I've never used it. The black in it, however, it's a shimmery black, and it really is nice. Let me see if it swatches decently for you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really swatch that nicely, but I thought I would show it to you. I don't think it's one that I've ever pulled out, so yeah, I guess it's just so-so. Not really the best black, so I don't know why I thought the need to include that one, you know. But hey, it's Madonna. Okay, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, my Alyssa Edwards palette, there is a really nice black in here, and it's called Beast! Because what else would it be called? So I'm just going to swatch a little bit of it for you. I don't think this is as good as their single, which is, I think it's called Noir. I'm actually trying to put some on my finger, and it's not really picking up all that well. I wonder if it got hard pan. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Wait a sec. All right. I'm going to take another attempt at it. I took one of my little disposable mascara wands and went over the top because I thought maybe there was some hard pan, which I guess there was a little, so yeah. We're sort of venturing into meh territory here. I remember this as being so much better. I don't know what happened. It let me down. But hey, I've got all those other blacks, which, you know, I can depend on. So, what can I say? That one, just meh. Okay, from Shroud, formerly Strobe Cosmetics, the Creepy Cute palette, and actually I think they reformulated some of the colors except the black. So the black in this is the same as what will be coming out in the new palette, which has I guess new packaging because they've rebranded as Shroud. But the black in this palette, which is called Void, always had a great reputation for being a beautiful black. So let's see what happens. Oh, not so great, not so great. I don't know if this has suffered from age. That's not that great. Let me see if it's hard panned a little. All right, I went over the top with my disposable mascara wand, but yeah, we're in meh territory. And that's a little disappointing, because I was thinking of getting the new Creepy Cute Volume 2, but I don't know now. I'm not sure. I'm a little let down by that. Let me just pick up a little bit more. I mean, it's okay, but you know, if you compare this to the swatches I did of Kaleidos and Makeup Pharmacy, even the Wet n Wild, that's, you know, like I said, meh. Okay, and last but not least, from my Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the Blends palette, one of my favorite palettes for mattes, especially. Their black, which is down here, called Nevermore. This is a really good black. Look at that, look at that. And I'm going to just swatch it right here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that compared to the ones above. So, yes. But then again, all the mattes in the Blends palette are just so good. And especially the black. And just for fun, I'm just going to show you the white. The white in here. Because, I mean, really, without black and white, I mean, you really can't do a great drag look. So yeah, there's the white. It's a great white. It's not showing up too great on my arm because my arm is so pale, but I just wanted to show you because I mean, for drag, you just can't do without a good black or a white. Although my favorite white for drag is really Sugar Pills Taco. I don't really have too many whites in my collection that are really good, but that one is probably my top white. But there you have it. There's the rest of the blacks that I swatched, and you saw the ones that I did previously, and there you have it, all the best blacks out of my eyeshadow collection. Now, if you like this video, then please hit the like button down below. And of course, as long as you're clicking on the like button, you might as well hit the subscribe and the notification bell at the same time. This way, YouTube can notify you every time I come out with a new video. You can also catch me on my weekly podcast, God'll Get You for That, Walter, and my internet variety show, Naughty or Nice. And the details for where you can see the shows, everywhere you can get Naughty or Nice merchandise, and everywhere to find me, Toni Homeperm, on social media, it's all listed down below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today, kids, where we took a little stroll through my palettes and compared the blacks. You really can't do a good drag look without a really good black eyeshadow. And fortunately for me, I have quite a number of them. So that's it for today, kids. I look forward to seeing all of you again in the next video. Bye-bye.